some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Moore. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Hand it to the back. Maybe some room here. He's at the 30. Past the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Send the tight end in motion. Trying to establish the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, after their opponent just scored a TD, they need a touchdown themselves to tie this one. And what a big-time run there on third down. I don't know if the defense was expecting them to hand it off, but once he got the football, man, he knew exactly where that first down marker was, and he made sure he got it to keep his offense on the field.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Turns it upfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Needs it. Turning it on. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Tight end now in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Marshall. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick give. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Powers inside. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They give it back to him. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Throwing, Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Underwood. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Dante Moore. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's going to take off. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. This drive will open from the 15. Play fake, Underwood. Moves to his right. Blasted as he lets it go. Right side, it's Marshall. Makes the grab in their space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Underwood throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Rolls right. Going to try to get it himself. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Here's Moore to throw. Left side is Johnson. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
And this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. But you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Moore to the air. Going for the big play. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll ride him again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun, it's Marshall. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Give to the back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 37. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He's changing the play. 4th down, Underwood. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it. It's Marshall. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It's 3rd and 5. Play action with Underwood. Rush is on. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Just smothered on the play.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads it left. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And boy, did they play keep away on that drive. Didn't think they were ever going to give it up. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing more. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Moore will throw. Out wide left, it's Moore. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Moore. Caught. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Working the ground game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Quarterback changing the play. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Escapes the pressure going right. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Okay, so the QB scramble, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss of the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with Stanford taking on the number 16, the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Cardinal coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Out wide right, it's Bear. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
And the Ducks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Flips it out to the back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be second and 7. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Throwing, Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Making the adjustment. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Finds his back in the middle. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Left side is Marshall. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Underwood. Still looking to his right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Tackled at the 16-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and we'll see if they go for it here.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross. Brick.
Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Dante Moore. Buying time to his right. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Right side, it's Moore. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The give on the counter. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up. And they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Breaks into the open at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Underwood to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. They're all over him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Oh, he ruins the big gator with a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. The Wolverines have this offense rolling.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go, you on the sideline, you in the game.
I got to be honest, I don't know if I've ever seen a defense contain this quarterback the way this defense has in this game today. Multiple sacks. They have been so disruptive. Multiple guys up front winning their one-on-ones. You got to give the D coordinator a ton of credit. He has dialed up the perfect plays in the perfect moments, and they have made this guy's life a living nightmare today.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And the pass is incomplete. It's the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Works the middle of the field. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Got enough space. Touchdown Wolverines. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Griffin. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.